Today I will present the Kaminsky DNS upload. So I will say something about DNS definition and talk something about the Kaminsky DNS cache positioning and and how to click the Kaminsky DNS exploit. And the last part is exploit the scenario exploit. And what is the domain name system? Domain name system, DNS is domain name system. It translates the host name to IP address, and back it from the IP address to DNS name. It's is the phone book. It is the phone book of the internet. And DNS is a distributed database. Information is stored in a distributed way, highly dynamic, and decentralized authority. Yeah, this is a hierarchical space of DNS. Um, the is the road from the it's hold from the 13 root server, and the lower is uh, org.net.edu.com.uk.ca, and the lower, yeah, and domain names by domain is not in the DNS tree, DNS zone, and we have authority server. It have the answer the query of the zone. The the recursive resolver. The DNS had the cache DNS that it cache when someone asks the DNS server about the domain names that it not replace it not reside on this server. It will ask the root at the root name server, and the root name server will ask the other server, and it will find out the domain name server, and it reply to the DNS recurser. This is a normal DNS lookup. The user PC asks the DNS of the ISP, and the DNS of the ISP will ask the root server. The first time, the root server will try will try to um, will try to find the answer, and it reply to the name server, the referral of the next server, and the next server is the gtld server.net, and the gtld.net doesn't hold the domain hold that domain, so it referral to the next server is the next server of the domain work wide web dot uniquewidth.net is held by ns.uniquewidth.net, and that is the authority server that can be answer the user questions. The user query is the www.uniquewidth.net with the IP 8.7.25.94, and the ISP name server will catch the non-authority answer and reply to the user PC. What is the caching DNS? Caching DNS responds the DNS response from the authority cache on the cache in DNS for quick response with, for repeated translation, useful for finding server as well as trace. And it also catch the negative result for the next time. In but when you cache the DNS query, it gives a DNS vulnerability uh, below. And the DNS cache poisoning, attacker wants to his IP address to return for DNS query. For example, when you ask ns1.google.com, the name server on google.com for www.google.com, the attacker could reply fast with his OIP, not of yes, and why, and it pay and the what's new in the Kaminsky attack? The Kaminsky attack, it, based on the transaction ID between the authority server and the caching server. The transaction ID, um, attacker can guess the transaction ID because in the the earlier the earlier version of DNS server, it used the ID field incremented, so so attacker can guess that ID easily. The the exploit of Kaminsky Kaminsky find this exploit that affect by version 8 and version 9. You know, 80% of DNS server all over the world run by 8 or by 9 version 9. Microsoft DNS nominum, uh, but it doesn't work with the DGB DNS, Power DNS, and Mara DNS, and and the rest of the work that just only for the that don't accept the query from outside work. This is Kaminsky. This is a scenario of Kaminsky attack when the bad guy lion try to guess the query ID 1001, and it try to inject the wrong answer to the victim name server. So the victim name server believe that the um, believe that the IP of World Wide Web dot bankupstreet.com is 10.9.9.99 instead of 10.1.1.1. How to defend DNS poisoning? Mm, it uh, it's so difficult to change the protocol because the Kaminsky find out the exploit is of the protocol, not of any software. Um, so we have long term and short term. The long term is use DNS sec or required chain to both recursive and authority server. The short term is only they patch the DNS software with the randomized 16-bit entropy of the support and encode the query. Uh, Below is the Kaminsky exploit scenario. Um, I will build the DNS server on CentOS and the Kali Linux with a textual of Kaminsky on